Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you watch this video. I just want to say hopefully you have a wonderful day. Now, as you can see, I'm a Minnesota Viking fan. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Taking this nature walk, getting my steps in. As a Viking fan, there's so much. This all season officially started now that the Super Bowl is officially over. And Sam Darnold won in the Seahawks, got a Super Bowl. And it's a lot of speculation with the Vikings in general. If you was the GM of the Minnesota Vikings, what would you do? It's so easy. People say, we should do this. We should do that. We should do this and that and the third. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, man. It's not that easy to make a decision or big decision when it comes to the situation that we're in right now with the Vikings. And the situation we're in with the Vikings right now is a big question mark with multiple. We don't know who our general manager is. We don't know if Kevin O'Connell is the right coach for the job. We don't know if our quarterback is the right if he's going to be the franchise quarterback. He's 23 years old, and it's like you don't want to give up on a 23-year-old quarterback after one season. I mean, I think that would be kind of crazy. But the problem that we have is not about people giving up on J.J. McCarthy. The problem that we have is you just can't. He hasn't done enough yet to be like, oh, you just got the job automatically. You still need some quarterback competition, and hopefully that pushes him. But on top of that, you have a head coach in Kevin O'Connell that his job is on the line. So since his job is on the line, it's kind of like you're kind of, I don't want to say they're forced to make a move. They're kind of forced to make a move. Like for him, he's forced to try to make a move. If he doesn't believe in J.J. McCarthy, there's nothing we can do about it, y'all. There's nothing we can do about it, but just hope the best. But I really do want to see J.J. McCarthy get an opportunity and show what he has. But it's very, 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 very big question when it comes to who we bringing in. Do you feel like, all right, because like the rumors now that I'm hearing is Derek Carr coming out of retirement. Of course, the Kirk Cousins, for him to be a backup, that'd be very, very, like when it comes to money-wise, it'd be awesome. And he already knows the playbook, so it makes sense. On a veteran minimum contract, that would make the most sense out of all the quarterbacks, to be honest with you, especially if you really believe in J.J. McCarthy. Have Kirk Cousins to be the ultimate backup because, like I said, he knows he knows this system. He knows what's going on. The issue is if J.J. McCarthy doesn't play well, the patience, and I know for a fact Viking fans are going to automatically say, put Kirk Cousins in, especially when you start getting to the like a quarter of the season is gone. Say we're 0 or say we're 1-4. They're going to end up saying put Kirk Cousins in the game. Now, I'm not saying it's beneficial to lose because I know there's a lot of good quarterbacks, I think, in this 2027 NFL draft. So say we do have, J.J. McCarthy to start the whole entire season, and then we mess around. Shout out to you, bro, Allen. And we mess around, and J.J. McCarthy didn't improve, and he doesn't look the best, and we lose a lot of games. Say we lose about 14 games or something like that, which I don't think that's going to happen because I think our defense is too good. So that's not realistic in my honest opinion. But say, hypothetically speaking, J.J. McCarthy didn't improve, which I think he will improve. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. And say that we lose all those games. We have a great opportunity of getting maybe our franchise quarterback in the 2027 NFL draft. So many ways we can look at it. You know what I mean? But I don't think the Vikings should give up on J.J. McCarthy yet. I truly don't. I feel like like when I make a video, I made a video about Malik Willis. It's not that I want Malik Willis to take his job. I just want to push and have competition because it shouldn't just be guaranteed. Because unfortunately, he hasn't proven enough to be like, oh, he's definitely the starter because he keeps getting hurt. So what's up? What's going on, Seahawks fans in the building? I think JJ is going to be good. Okay. You're not the only one that feels that. You're not the only one that feels that way, man. I feel like JJ McCarthy can be good, but he has to be healthy. That is the number one thing for JJ McCarthy is to stay healthy. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Like, everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel, no matter what. If you're not a Viking fan, you're still welcome. And also, we're going live for primetime games. Not all primetime games, but a lot of the primetime games. So, yes, this is the place to be. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. All right, so we have... Oh, thank you, bro. Allen. Cut players, save money. You know what? Williams, can you be more specific? What players are you trying to cut? What players are you trying to cut? Football season is over. Football season is over, but it's not. But, the off season just began, and it's still going to be a very fun time to talk about the NFL. You know what I mean? Right now, as a Viking fan, it sucks that we couldn't do anything. We couldn't get to the playoffs, and it sucks that I'm happy for Sam Darnold, but it does suck that he was on our team last season and we didn't even sniff the playoffs this year. And Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl this year. So it's crazy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Now, if you're a GM for the Vikings, what is the first step? What is the first step? Do you bring in a Kirk Cousins? I'm starting to have a little bit of mixed feelings on everything, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if there's a such thing as a completely a right decision, but I will say this. I'm not giving up anything crazy for Mac Jones. I'm not giving up anything crazy for Kyler Murray. If they had to trade for Kyler Murray, I'm not giving them anything crazy. Mac Jones, the highest I'll give, and I mean the highest I'll give, and I don't even know if we have a fourth round pick, but if we have a fourth round pick, that's the highest I'll go. You're not getting a third, you're not getting a second, and you for dang sure ain't getting the first for Mac Jones. And I say that respectfully. I'll take my chances with J.J. McCarthy because honestly, Mac Jones, even if he was in the building, it's going to be competition. It's not a guarantee if we was to trade for Mac Jones. Bro, you're not just going to get the job. You're going to have to compete for that starting quarterback position. Yeah. Are you mad that the Vikings released Sam Darnold? I'm not gonna say I'm mad, but I am disappointed that we didn't give Sam Darnold one more season. At least franchise tag him and see what he can do. Let JJ McCarthy sit one more season. And then if it didn't work out, then we'll let him go. But at the same time, it worked out when it comes to Sam Darnold. I'm so happy for him. Like, I don't want to sit here and be mad that he won. He deserves that Super Bowl. He was playing elite all season long in the regular season. He was in the MVP conversations. And also in the playoffs, he did his thing against the Rams, and he outplayed Matthew Stafford, the MVP of this season. So I gotta give Sam Darnold a lot of credit. And even though I'm a Viking fan, I'm not gonna hate on him. But yes, I am disappointed because he was our quarterback, and he was one of the biggest reasons why we won 14 games. Now, I'm happy for him though. But now we have another issue where we don't have a GM. We don't know if J.J. McCarthy's the guy, even though I believe in J.J. McCarthy. And we have a head coach that this is just my feeling. This is just my opinion. I don't think Kevin O'Connell believes in J.J. McCarthy. That's just my opinion. And I don't even know if the owners are patient enough to even let this man develop. So we got a lot of issues, man. Like, I don't know what to expect this offseason. It's exciting. It's a lot of drama. But I am cheering for J.J. McCarthy because I think everybody has this guy like as a bust already. Everybody thinks that J.J. McCarthy can't be good. Not everybody, some people, a lot of people. So I'm going for J.J. McCarthy, but we still have to have quarterback competition. And I hope whoever they bring in the building, it makes them better. That's what I'm hoping. Can I get 6 more likes? Everybody that's in the building, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. It really helps the channel, gets it out there, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. So salute to everybody in the building. Go hard at getting a elite run game and building the defense up. I love it. But let me say this real quick, and I love your comment, Shaq. This is the thing. I get the running game. I'm 100% with you. Like, I'm 110%. I'm old school. We see what happened in the Super Bowl. 2 of the best running teams were in the Super Bowl. The Patriots was a very good running team. The Seahawks was one of the best running teams all season. But the thing about it is, what if your head coach doesn't like to run the ball? I said this numerous times, bro, that the Vikings were averaging 4.5 a carry between Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. That's very good. So if you're averaging 4.5 a carry between your 2 running backs, why are you not running the ball? So even if we had the greatest running back of all time, I say one of my favorite running backs of all time is Adrian Peterson. Even if we had Adrian Peterson in his prime, I don't believe Kevin O'Connell would call the run play. So that's my only thing to that. Like, I get it. I'm with you with the run game. I want to run the ball. Now, get into your second part of your statement. When you talk about building the defense, yeah, we do need some pieces on defense, but don't forget, this defense in total defense was ranked number 3. We're keeping Brian Flores. If everything works out, Brian Flores is still going to be our defensive coordinator. Our defense is ranked number 3 in total defense, the 3rd best defense in the whole entire NFL. Even with all the deficiencies, we still have a pretty darn good defense. Yes, I would love to improve when it comes to defensive tackle. We're going to have to get a safety. I think a linebacker is such an underrated position that we haven't really spoke about. I think we need to start talking about linebackers. And of course, corner. But when it comes to me, my number one priority for defense for me, because we lost Harrison Phillips. I don't know why Kwesi let him go, but that's why Kwesi's fired. He made some decisions that didn't make sense, so he's fired, right? And so my whole thing is this: we need to get a defensive tackle. Defensive tackle for me is the number 1 position. I'm about the trenches. Offensive line, we need to get that together. No matter what quarterback we get, because all the rumors is, we're going to get Kyler Murray. Let's go get Joe Burrow. Let's go get Justin Herbert. Let's go get this and that and the third. If you don't have a good offensive line, what are we going to do? Like, you still need a solid offensive line. I think the biggest weakness on the offensive line, matter of fact, I know this for a fact, is the center, because Ryan Kelly, he keeps getting concussions. I think Donovan Jackson in his first season was solid. Will Fries, he was all right. Christian Darrisaw, when healthy, is one of the best tackles. And Brian O'Neill, right tackle, one of the best tackles when he's healthy. The issue is they're not consistently healthy. So now I'm starting to feel like this, and I know the people ain't going to like what I'm about to say. Would you consider trading Brian O'Neill or Christian Darrisaw? I'm leaning towards Brian O'Neill getting traded, and trade him to a team, a tackle needy team, and try to get a first round pick for him, and draft a tackle in the first round. get a little bit younger. The problem is when you make that type of risk, when you make that type of trade, you already know Brian O'Neill's a Pro Bowl tackle. So, yes, he does get injured, but the problem is, just because you draft someone in the first round does not mean he's going to plan out. And Viking fans know that more than anybody. Excuse me. But Vikings have always sucked. Nah, that's not true. We won 14 games last season, yo. Like, that's not true. Go hard. Bro, Sam did really good. He just sold in the playoffs. I don't know why they let him down. Yeah. They always fall flat. Are you mad at the Vikings releasing? Am I mad? I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Hargrave, Allen, Aaron Jones, Hockenson all have to go. I love it. I love it. You said Hargrave. All right. Hockenson. I'm down with the Hockenson. I'm down with the Allen. I'm down with the Hargrave. And I'm actually down with the Aaron Jones. I think we can get a little bit better, but Aaron Jones was simply amazing last year. I think Aaron Jones was good, man. He was good. No, he's not the same. I don't even think it was Aaron Jones, bro. It was our play caller. It was Kevin O'Connell and his play calling. We didn't run the ball as much as we should have. But Aaron Jones is one of the best running backs when it comes to catching the ball. And his vision is pretty darn good, man. He was running pretty, when he had the opportunity, I think he averaged like 4 point something a carry. I got to look it up for myself again. But I know between Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, they averaged 4.5 a carry. So that's really good, y'all. Like, I think it's just, and this is why I feel like Kevin O'Connell, in my opinion, doesn't really mess with J.J. McCarthy, because why did he simplify the play call in week 14 and start running the ball a lot more? He didn't start running the ball until week 14. So my whole thing is this. You have a 22-year-old quarterback in his second year, first season playing, and you don't try to help him out. You put all the pressure on him. You don't want to run the ball. The best friend to a quarterback besides the offensive line is the running back, because the running backs can catch. Of course, they run. And guess what? If you have a really good running back, they can also block. So running backs are so important to be successful in the NFL. And I think people sleeping on running backs. I would love to get a running back in this draft. So you're so right. I like Aaron Jones, but I think we can get a lot better when it comes to running the ball. But the problem, I keep going back to Kevin O'Connell. And I'm not a Kevin O'Connell hater, because I don't hate on anybody. I'm just very disappointed in his play calling, and I feel like he made J.J. McCarthy. He put J.J. McCarthy in bad situations all season long. Yes, J.J. McCarthy has to be better with his accuracy. I'm not trying to take all the responsibility away from J.J. McCarthy, but I think he was in positions that he shouldn't have been in. And I hope he's putting in a lot of work. I hope J.J. McCarthy can prove people wrong. And listen, I'm cheering for JJ. I got his back, but he's going to have to prove it, because just because I believe in JJ McCarthy, he has to play. I'm not the one on the field. He on the field. He going to have to prove it, because Kevin O'Connell is not going to get this man an opportunity if he starts messing up early on. I'm telling y'all right now, if JJ McCarthy messes up early in the season in 2026, he's going to get benched, or they're going to say, oh, he's hurt. Or like I said before, if he gets hurt and it's like, say it's like a 1 week injury, that 1 week injury is going to turn into a 10-week injury. I'm telling y'all, because Kevin O'Connell's job is on the line. I'd be embarrassed to wear those. Hey, listen, Jerry White, keep it respectful, but you want to know something was so crazy that you say that comment? Do some research on the color purple. Purple in many cultures, look it up. Look up the meaning. I don't even want to tell you. You got to get educated, because you sound real ignorant and you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not going to even tell you what it means. So when you get a chance, look up the meaning of purple and come back to the comments. But keep it PG, keep it PG in the comments. Everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And we're also going live for primetime games. He said, see, bro, jinx us not winning the Super Bowl. No, that ain't me, bro. By not accepting me, Robert Kraft application, I blame Earl also on you. Hey, listen. I got to give the Patriots credit, man. Everybody that knows me, I've been trying to tell people that Patriots defense ain't no joke. They proved us all right in the Super Bowl. It was just the offense struggled. And the main thing about the Patriots, they had a great season. A 23-year-old got to the Super Bowl. A second-year quarterback got to the Super Bowl. The only thing that really hurt them was they couldn't establish the run game. If the Patriots would have established the run game a little bit more against the Seahawks, it could have been different. I'm not saying they would have won, but it could have been a different game. Stevenson could not do nothing. And on top of that, when you turn the ball over, you're not winning a Super Bowl. You're not going to win that game. I think he threw for like 2 interceptions. He fumbled it. You can't turn the ball over against the Seahawks and give them short field position because those field goals add up. The Patriots defense kept the Seahawks in the game. The Patriots defense kept the team in the game because the offense wasn't doing nothing in the first half. The Patriots defense showed up. It was the offense that struggled, and I got to give credit to the Seahawks. Their defense was amazing. The Seahawks defense came to play, and of course, the only kryptonite to the Patriots defense was stopping the run. Walker's the MVP for a reason. That man had 100 yards at halftime, all-purpose yards. He had 100 yards at halftime. He had like 94 yards rushing in the first half, bro. So that was the only thing. But yeah, they just lost to a better team. But I am happy for Drake May for getting that far as a second-year quarterback. And there's always a team that sucks, but when you get to the Super Bowl, there's always a team that has to lose. The unfortunate truth, there's not 2 winners in the Super Bowl. There's only 1 winner. So out of all the 32 teams, there's only 1 winner. Everybody's honestly considered a losing team if you really think about it, because don't nobody talk about the second place team all like that. They talk about the team that wins. So, oh my gosh, if you're going to the Bills, it would be OP. And I want to just say this real quick, because I know there's some Bill fans in the building. I'm telling y'all right now, Justin Jefferson is not going to the Bills. I'm telling y'all right now, unless he requests a trade, the Minnesota Vikings are not trading Justin Jefferson to the Bills. Now, let me say this as a Viking fan, because Justin Jefferson is one of my favorite players in the game. I ain't going to sit here and cap. Josh Allen, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the game. If Justin Jefferson was to go to the Bills, hypothetically speaking, oh my goodness, man, you will unlock like a level of Josh Allen that you probably never seen before, because I think that would be a crazy quarterback wide receiver combination, because can't nobody stop Justin Jefferson, and Josh Allen can make every throw. So what's good, Conrad? What's good? Browns own the NFL. I had to laugh right there. Allen JJ would be OP. Yeah. You ain't lying, bro. Justin Jefferson demands a trade. I hope not. Let's not speak about it, because we don't want it to happen. Everybody that is a Bills fan, let's not speak on Justin Jefferson being traded to y'all. And just because y'all said it, if we play the Bills next season, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. The Minnesota Vikings, when we see the Bills next season, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. And guess who's going to do the gritty in the end zone? It's going to be Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. They're doing the gritty. Yeah. Yeah. But shout out to everybody in the building. Just joking, bro. I blame our left side of the, yeah, oh my gosh. The left side of the line got destroyed. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Yo, I don't know what happened to Campbell. Your tackle, he got obliterated. He got obliterated, man. I don't even know what happened to him, man. That game was, whoo. Oh, thank you, Cool. Thank you for subbing. JJ is trash. Yeah, people think like that. You're entitled to your own opinion. I disagree, though. I don't think JJ McCarthy's trash, man. I just feel like he needs a real opportunity. And like my bull Mike, I think my bull Mike's in the building. Like my bull Mike be saying, man, my name Mike as well, but my bull Mike be saying, look, he's a developmental quarterback. You drafted with the 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. And it's going to probably take a little bit longer. Some quarterbacks can't just start right away. Some quarterbacks take a few years to really play well. Not every quarterback could be a Drake May. Not every quarterback could be a Jaden Daniels. Not every quarterback could be these quarterbacks that could just start right away and just show off. It's not like it's not, I don't want to say it's not normal. Like, not every quarterback could be a Bo Nix. You know what I mean? Just to name a couple. Caleb Williams. Not everybody can be like that. Joe Burrow. The list goes on. Some quarterbacks need time. Even Patrick Mahomes didn't play right away. And Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the game right now. Probably he's hurt and people ain't going to agree with that right now, but he's probably the best quarterback in the game right now. And he didn't start right away. So Tom Brady's the GOAT at quarterback, in my opinion. He didn't start right away. So there's some quarterbacks that can start right away, and some quarterbacks need time. But the issue is, as a Viking fan, I don't know if we have time because Kevin O'Connell's job is on the line. We need the Seahawks. We need the Seahawks to run it back. Yeah. The Seahawks, man, they might run it back. We'll see. They got to get past the Vikings. JJ, you guys need to trade him. No, we don't want to trade him. Number 9, a quarterback is definitely need to run the ball more. Facts, bro. Facts. Yeah, then Kevin O'Connell got to go. Yeah, listen, reports came out that the whole thing about letting Sam Darnold go wasn't just all on Kwesi. Kwesi's the guy that got fired, right? He's the one that got fired. The offensive line coach got fired, right? But it was Kevin O'Connell that was part of the decision why Sam Darnold left. Also, it was Kevin O'Connell. He was also part of the decision on why they drafted J.J. McCarthy. They could have drafted Bo Nix. They could have traded up a little bit more you got to have, I don't know. They tried to trade up to get Drake May. That didn't work out. But maybe they wanted Michael Penix. I'm not saying that Michael Penix is going to be better than J.J. McCarthy. That's not what I'm saying. But Michael Penix will probably fit the offense that Kevin O'Connell's trying to run more than J.J. McCarthy, because J.J. McCarthy, the offense that he ran in Michigan, is not an error. He's not airing the ball out. Yes, J.J. McCarthy can make every throw. I think he's more accurate than what people give him credit for. I think he just needs to get his footwork better, and he just has to get the timing a little bit better. And I think J.J. McCarthy will be good. But you drafted a quarterback that didn't run that type of offense that you want to run, which makes no sense. It makes no sense. So it's going to take a little bit more time. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Honestly, I think Kevin O'Connell is out after next season and B-Flow is in. Just my opinion. Honestly, I think you're not the only one thinking like that. And I think you're 100% right. And if we start off bad, I could see Kevin O'Connell getting fired mid-season, to be honest with you. This is the thing, though. I don't believe the Vikings are a bad team. I believe the Vikings are better than what people think they are. I feel like if we had a number 3 defense and total defense last season, all the Vikings had to do was have an average offense, and we would have been in the playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stay there. We're better than what our record was, in my honest opinion. But it does make you think, right? And people that be trying to say, oh, defensive coaches ain't really winning Super Bowls. Mike McDonald's a defensive coach, right? He just won the dang on Super Bowl. So everybody that be saying, oh, defensive coaches can't do it. Defensive coaches ain't where it's at. Listen, bro. Defense wins championships. Did y'all not see what the Seahawks did to the Patriots? Hello, how you doing? But yeah, defense wins championships in my opinion. Yes, you still have to score, but I always go defense over. I go a great defense over a great offense any day of the week. I've seen it time and time again. When it was the Eagles versus the Chiefs, what happened? Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, he didn't look right. I've seen Tom Brady lose a couple of times in the Super Bowl against what? A very, very good defense. Defense can beat anything, any offense you could throw at it. And if you remember, the Patriots had one of the greatest offensive teams when they had Randy Moss. Remember when they had Randy Moss? And still the Giants won. That's why I'm always going. I said, I'm a defensive person, man. And even this Super Bowl, people make it sound like, all right, well, the Patriots offense must suck. No, it's just that Seahawks defense is that good. People got to stop taking credit away from the defense. Don't take credit away from the Seahawks defense. That defense came out there and did what they had to do, and that's why the Patriots offense looked bad. Ew, the Patriots offense sucked. No, it's because they went against a better defense. That's what it came down to. Like, they couldn't figure out that defense until late in the game, and by the time they figured out some things, it was too late. He said, Vikings suck. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Bear down. What's good, bro? Give Ty Chandler a chance. Nah, it's a wrap for Ty, bro. Thanks for Sam Darnold. Easiest Super Bowl ever. All right, hey, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. But I feel some type of way you just said that in the comments, man. I feel some type of way you said that in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I need everybody to hit the like button. Can I get 4 more likes? 4 more likes. Everybody hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. Not all, but some. And this is one YouTube family. I got people on this channel that are Eagle fans, Steeler fans, Cowboy fans, Packer fans, Lion fans. I got all different types of fans on this channel. This is one YouTube family where we're trying to bring everybody together and just talk about football. You know what I mean? Primarily, I do cover the Vikings, but I don't mind answer any of y'all questions if you have a question about your team. And like I said, we go live for primetime games in every single Minnesota Viking game. B-Flow's the best. I love B-Flow. If I was a GM, I'd quit. Definitely quit. Minnesota talking about Mac Jones or possibly Cousins, I heard. Yeah, they talking about Mac Jones. I like Mac Jones. I'm Mac Jones. Don't act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but the fame. I'ma stay the same. I'm Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Y'all know that song, Mike Jones. I like Mac Jones, right? My only issue with Mac Jones is this. I'm not giving up a second round pick for him. And I think that's what, in order to get him, you're going to have to give up either a first or a second. I don't think a third round pick is going to get it done. That's just my opinion. I'm not giving up that type of capital for a what if quarterback. I know a second round pick don't sound like a lot, but it is, in my opinion. It is, in my opinion. I'm not giving up a second for him. So I might go third, but I think the highest I would feel comfortable going up is a 4th round pick. because you're going to have to give him a contract if he does plan out. And then it's not a guarantee that he's going to be the starter, because if you get Mac Jones, I'm going to tell him it's a competition. You and J.J. McCarthy are going to have to duel it out. Y'all going to have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. It's time to duel. Y'all going to have to duel, and y'all going to see, listen, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We're going to see what happens. May the best man win. If you go for a quarterback and I have to give up a first or second round picks, the only quarterbacks that I'm willing to do that for is Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Who else? Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Who else? And that's just a dream case scenario. That's not going to happen. I haven't heard anything about Justin Herbert being traded or rumors that he might get traded. And the same thing goes for Joe Burrow. I was talking about Malik Willis, competition-wise. I was talking about Kirk Cousins would be a nice little backup, but the problem with Kirk Cousins is listen, if you make it a competition, I say this respectfully, I feel like Kirk will beat J.J. McCarthy just because he knows the playbook. He knows the routes that J.J. likes to run and Jordan Addison like to run. He's going to have an edge just because he's a vet. He can still make every throw. It makes a lot of sense to get a Kirk Cousins to have him as a backup, but you would have to tell Kirk, you're a backup. You're not competing for the number one spot. You would have to tell Kirk that. You know what I mean? And I hope that would be cool. I think he'll be a good mentor. I don't know if he'll consider that. I don't know. Mike in the building. I promote Flores. I get a good quarterback coach and OC. One to focus on McCarthy, find a DC to help Flores as well. So Flores can focus mostly on the team, but some on defense too. Then go get Mac Jones. Mac Jones. But my whole thing is this. Mac Jones, how much are you willing to, what would you do to get him? Are you going as high as a second? I'm not going a first. They better I'm hanging up the phone. Hey, listen, the 49ers call me and say I'm the GM. Hey, listen, you want Mac Jones? Don't act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed with the fame. I'ma stay. They call me on the phone and they said, I got a lot of other teams that want Mac Jones. And if you want him, I got to get a first. I'm hanging the phone up. Click, hanging the phone up. Don't call me back. It's a wrap. Don't call me back. What would you have to, what's the most you'll give up for Mac Jones? That's my biggest thing with Mac Jones. Because it's starting to feel like his value's getting higher and higher. And he's not I don't know. I'm not saying that he's a bust. I'm not saying he can't be good, but I'm not giving up too much. We got too many holes for me to give up a second round pick, and I'm definitely not giving up a first. I might give up a third. I might. But then it's like, it's not a guarantee he's going to be the starter. Send both to JJ's to the Bills. For Allen, hold up. Send both JJ's. Hold on now. So Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy to the Bills? For Allen? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if I'm reading that right. Yes, I'll take Allen all day. Josh Allen, heck yeah. Hey, listen, Justin Jefferson, you're going, brother. I got Josh Allen. Hey, listen, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Who? Mike Jones. Quite a few good O-line will be available at that point. Yup. NFL is rigged, he said. Before Tom Brady drafted out of Michigan. Steve Gruden, Minnesota owes Sam Darnold an apology. Hey, listen. I said it once. I said it twice. I said it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings made a mistake. Hey, listen. That's one thing about people. They got to start having such a big ego. Listen, we made a mistake, y'all. including myself. I made a mistake because I was one of the people that said it's J.J. McCarthy time. I was one of the people screaming, let's start J.J. McCarthy. And I was wrong. That man is a good quarterback. And with the right team and the right coach, that man just won a Super Bowl. There ain't nothing more people can say about Sam Darnold. If you hate on Sam Darnold now and you're a Viking fan, you're just hating. You're just hating. You're just hating because you're Saudi. I understand it. But we have to figure out what we got to do. That's why I'm pretending to be a GM right now. The first thing I would do is go get some competition for the quarterback. First of all, listen, I say this respectfully. I think Kirk Cousins will be a good signing. But I would tell Kirk Cousins, you're the backup. You're the third string. We're going to have a good quarterback room. Kirk Cousins is going to be the third string quarterback. We bringing in another quarterback that's going to be competition for J.J. McCarthy. I don't know who that's going to be. I was talking about Malik Willis. People ain't feeling that Malik Willis. They like, oh, no. I get it. And my boy Mike had a good point. He not like, I don't know if Kevin O'Connell would adjust his play calling for him. So it probably wouldn't work. You know what I mean? We'll give y'all our second and fourth this year and third next year for Christian Mike. Christian Darrisaw, Mike, Justin, and we'll give you 100 days in return because y'all need cornerback help. Nah, only cornerback I want is Gonzalez. Give me Gonzalez and you got a deal. Give me Gonzalez, bro, and y'all got a deal. The Patriots can give us Gonzalez, and that's all we need, baby. You can have Christian Darrisaw. And so, yeah. You give us Gonzalez, that's all. J.J. McCarthy, not the franchise quarterback. He's not the franchise quarterback. Yeah, he might not be. I refuse to believe Kwesi didn't ask Kevin O'Connell if McCarthy was ready to start. Yes, exactly, bro. They put it all on Kwesi, and it's not. And people think that that's really true. People really think that it's all Kwesi's fault on why things are happening the way they're happening right now. Yeah, part of it is. He's getting a lot of blame, but it's not all on Kwesi. You know what I mean? Would you accept Cortland Sutton in 2 first round? Woo! Hey, listen, bro. Would I? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. And yeah, heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Shout out to you, bro. I take that trade. Yes, heck yeah. That's a bad trade now. That's Marcus ain't got defense wins. Yeah, defense. I always feel like defense wins championships, man. Like you gotta have offense. It's not always. I ain't gonna say always. Let me just rephrase it because I don't want people to be like, Mike, that's not true. I know there's elite offenses throughout NFL history that won Super Bowls. I'm not saying there isn't offense that wins Super Bowls, but lately it's been defense. It's been defense. I do a first in 2 seconds. Something for heck yes. Reasons the Eagles won in 20. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is that guy, but they have in a prime, that defense was amazing. They forget, like, I hate to go back this far. I don't know how old y'all is, but I'm not even that old myself, but still. Like, the Patriots, right? They forget how good the Patriots defense was with Bill Belichick. They think Tom Brady was the only reason why they won Super Bowls in the beginning. I'm talking about the beginning, with the first couple or 3 Super Bowls that Tom got. They forget how good that defense is. They forget how good that defense is. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Defense been good for many years. The Patriots defense been so good for many years with Tom Brady. Sutton is a baller. Yeah, heck yeah. Marcus, what team do you like? Marcus is a Patriots fan. Yeah, Sutton, give me Gonzalez, y'all. Y'all talking about Sutton. Hey, brother, Marcus, if you want Christian Darrisaw, if you want Justin Jefferson, give me Gonzalez and we had some discussions about it. You know what I'm saying? We could really start talking. We at the table and we discussing and trying to figure out if we can make a deal. You know what I mean? The Broncos had a backup. But the Broncos had a backup, but the Broncos had they could have won that game, bro. The weather, I'm not going to blame the whole thing on the weather, but the weather jacked up. Because if you remember, what's his name? Stidham? That man threw what was it, like a 60-yard pass or something like that early in the game. And all of a sudden, what happened? Probably about like 30 minutes later, what happened? The weather got horrible. It got so bad, it was like whatever team runs the ball the best is going to win that game. You couldn't really throw the ball in that game. You could barely see the football in the air. The wind was crazy. Like that game was, you had to be real, play that smash mouth football, run the ball, stop the run type deal. So, but Stidham, before the weather got so bad, they had an opportunity. They had an opportunity. The thing about it is, the one thing about Drake is in that game, he used his legs as well. See, in the Super Bowl, my boy Mike had a good point. Shout out to Mike in the building. I don't know what happened with Drake. Like, I don't know, Drake May didn't utilize his legs. Like, I say dual threat quarterbacks. He's one of those dual threat quarterbacks. And he did not utilize his legs. I think he probably ran the ball like 3 times, 2 times, maybe at the most. And that was it. Bonus is also inconsistent. Sutton has been a good receiver. His quarterback. Hello. He has just been a tad lost with the office. What's going on, brother? Tedrick, what's good? He said Quasi got fired and Robbie is in the spot. I'm glad Sam Darnold won one. Hopefully this will fire up McCarthy. Yeah, and you know, I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy, bro. But I do have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling because I don't feel like he's gonna have a fair try, a fair chance. My boy said Lions. What's up with the Lions, man? Hey, we swept the Lions. I ain't worrying about y'all. When we play the Lions this upcoming season, I say that with all due respect, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. I can't wait to play y'all Lions. Y'all was talking heavy. Y'all was talking so heavy, and we swept y'all. We almost swept the Bears. Will the Fins be good in 26? Would they be good in 26? My biggest thing about the dang on Dolphins, man, their biggest concern for me is their quarterback as well, man. They got to figure out, is Tua the guy, man? Because I feel like he ain't the guy because he keeps getting concussions. He just seems, I think the Dolphins should go on another route. I don't know what Tua's contract is looking like. So I don't know if they can just release him. But I would try to move on from Tua. If I was a Dolphins fan, yes, Tua will be having some flashes where he looks really good, but he gets hurt way too often. And the injuries that he gets is something that you can't really keep track of, and that's the brain. When you get multiple concussions like that in a short amount of time, bro, that's not good. That's not a good look. So if I was a Dolphins fan, I would be like, yo, I would want to trade or try. If you could trade to it, that'd be awesome. But I would try to get off that contract. That's what I would do. Bo is solid, just can't be consistent. I like Bo Nix. Pray every game. I know that's right. Yeah, pray every game. That's where it starts. Who the new quarterback? Hoping for Willis or Jones. Okay. You know what? I think Mac Jones, will be a very good quarterback for the Vikings. I think people sleeping on Mac Jones. The thing about Mac Jones is what you're going to have to give up to get him. That's my biggest concern. What do you have to give up to get him? Oh, you talking about Daniel Jones? Oh, you talking about Daniel Jones? Oh, you talking about Mac? Mac Jones. I like Daniel Jones, but he coming off that Achilles injury. So, y'all Broncos fan can say Bo Nix got hurt, but the game before y'all let the Bills put up 30. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I don't know if y'all can see me. Listen, injuries are part of the game. It's the unfortunate truth. So, like, I'm not taking nothing away from the Patriots. I'm not taking nothing away from the Seahawks and what they accomplished. Injuries are part of football. It's nothing you can do about it. You just have to make sure you draft well, and you got to make sure you have a good coach that can overcome those injuries. I literally seen the 49ers get every player, their top players got hurt. Every player got hurt on the 49ers. Yeah, 49ers. Every player got hurt on the 49ers. All their top dogs got hurt. And they still made it to the playoffs. And they still was a one win away from being the number one seed in the NFC conference. So injuries are part of the game. One of the most important things in football, and people, this is why I say it's 4 phases of the game. It's not just special teams. It's not just defense. It's not just did I say special teams? Special teams, offense, defense. The 4th phase of a football team is coaching. Coaching is so important. If you have a boneheaded coach, you're going to lose. It don't matter how good a talent you have. If you have a coach that don't know what the freak they're doing, you're going to lose. Period. Listen, we got to start talking about coaching more, man. Mike McDonald, one of the youngest coaches, defensive-minded head coaches to win a Super Bowl. What is he, like 38 years old? Shout out to Mike McDonald, man. Shout out to that young man getting a Super Bowl. Will win a second or a third. He played well. Yeah, they're gonna win a second or third. I agree with that. Cowboy. Shout out to the Cowboys, man. We're gonna beat the brace off of y'all if we play y'all straight up. We're gonna beat the brace off of you. But yeah, I agree with that. Afternoon, can we bring back Sir Francis in his prime? Lamar to the Raiders for 3 first-round picks. I don't know if the Raiders doing it, though. I don't know if the Raiders will make that call. Because I don't think they're just a quarterback away. You know what I mean? If they was like a quarterback away, maybe. But they're not just a quarterback away, I don't think. They went Mendoza. Yeah, they're going to go Mendoza. Yeah, they want Mendoza. Yup. Facts. Y'all put 10 points on the Broncos. Y'all going at it. Y'all going at it. It's going to be a first-round pick, but the pick that none of us expect. Justin Fields, I know, but everyone gave up on Darnold also. Oh, so you think Justin Fields could be a guy for the Vikings? You think Justin Fields can be the guy? Can come in the building and prove the quarterback room for the Vikings? Not be the guy to definitely win the job. It's going to be some competition, but never know. No, I don't live in Minnesota. I actually don't live in Minnesota. Crap. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I actually don't live in Minnesota, man. I actually live in Pennsylvania. I'm Philly everything besides football. And the reason why I'm a Viking fan from PA is because of the great Randy Moss, number 84. You know, Randy Moss made me into a Viking fan. I've been a Viking fan ever since. And I'm a proud Viking fan, even though, look, I wear my Viking stuff everywhere. I just went into a store and someone started laughing. He was like, "Oh, you a Viking fan?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a Viking fan." You know what I mean? Listen, I stand on business wherever I go, man. I stand on business wherever I go. I don't care. My team could go 0-17. My team could go 0-17, and guess what? I'm repping my squad. You feel me? I'm repping my squad regardless. You feel me? Yeah, I'm happy for Sam Darnold, though. JJ McGart. Oh, man, y'all don't like JJ. I read that we won't have to give up a first. I meant he was a first. Oh, okay, I got you. Fields has failed in 3 different systems. He isn't the pocket passer type. He can't be correlated to Darnold. Darnold could pass the ball. Fields can run the ball. Yeah, that's true. 2 different quarterbacks. 2 different quarterbacks. That's why I said Mac Jones is like the guy. And like, I know people talking about Kyler Murray. See, Kyler Murray can't pass from the pocket though. He don't like to. He like to pass like on the move more than anything. But Kyler Murray got a crazy arm, super athletic. The problem is, I think he will run off script way too much for Kevin O'Connell's liking. I think Kevin O'Connell will be like, bro, like I call this play and you do this. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know if I think Kyler Murray is definitely a good conversation to have. Because I know that's another quarterback that's out there. I said it prior to the season being over. I was saying Kyler Murray to the Steelers. I think that could be a franchise for him. If he did come to the Vikings, I just hope he gets released by the Cards and we don't have to eat that contract. You know what I mean? I think he got a couple of years left on that contract, and I don't want to, you know what I mean? I want to be able to spread that money around because I don't feel like the Vikings we're not just a quarterback away. We need a quarterback. We need a defensive tackle. We need a safety. We need a linebacker. We need a center. We need a lot of things. So it's not like I'm not trying to take that contract. You feel me? I'm not trying to take that contract from the Cardinals. They're going to have to release him or something. But there is a lot of rumors floating around about Kyler Murray coming to the Vikings. I'm hearing a lot about Mac Jones, but I just feel like Mac Jones' price is going to keep going up because I think they came out that Mac Jones, the 49ers came out and said they're not expected to trade Mac Jones. So you know what that means. They're trying to raise that price up. Whatever it is right now. I don't know if people are offering picks right now, but I truly feel like the only way you're going to get Mac Jones is with a 2nd-round pick, and you might have to give up a first, and I'm not giving up a first. Broncos and Pats. Yeah, Broncos and Pats, that's a good little rivalry right there. That's a good rivalry right there. So did Darnold failed in all systems until he was a Viking? You know what? Darnold definitely, I think the system failed him with the Jets. I'm gonna have to correct you with that one part because, in my opinion, I think the Jets failed him more than anything. Panthers, he didn't get the real honest chance. I don't think. Niners, he didn't really get a real honest chance. With the Vikings, we failed him because we let him go. We failed Sam Darnold because we let him go. And I was part of the problem because I said we need to go J.J. McCarthy. And so I'm part of the issue. I'm part of the problem. I admit to that. So I feel like people, I think it's just where he got drafted at to begin with. So he had that reputation. He had that stigma of, oh, he's just a bust. He's not good. But he kind of broke it when he went to the Vikings. The problem is when he lost against the Rams and we lost to the Lions, he didn't play good at all. So people were like, oh, he just chokes. He's not good. But in all reality, it wasn't just him that took the L. See, this is the thing about quarterbacks, right? Quarterbacks get all the blame when they lose, right? And it's not just all on the quarterback. And quarterbacks get all the love when they win most of the time. It's not just all the quarterback. See, that's just the position that you play. See, people want to say that Sam Darnold, including myself, was considered a bust. But people are not looking at full context of the situation. He got drafted by a franchise that didn't know what the heck they were doing. Couldn't protect him. Listen, what are you supposed to do when your offensive line's trash every single year? What are you supposed to do when you don't have the best team around you? You don't have the best coaching around you. They don't know how to build a team. So what are you supposed to do? I say that respectfully, right? And then when you finally get the opportunity, the team that you had the best season of your career with the Vikings, that team lets you go, which makes no sense. So there's so many different factors, man. But I think what Mike is saying is Justin Fields isn't the same type of quarterback. Meaning, I think for me, I don't even think. I think this is what he's saying. I know what he's saying. He's saying that Justin Fields is not really like a pocket quarterback. He's not a Sam Darnold. They have two different types of their talents are different. Like Justin Fields he's way more athletic. I will say that, but the type of offense that Kevin O'Connell likes to run, he's saying that Justin Fields can't run that offense. He's not. I'm not saying he can't, but he probably won't run the offense the way a Sam Darnold ran that offense. So that's why I say when I think of these quarterbacks, I have to think about what type of quarterback they are. And that's why I'm kind of iffy with the Kyler Murray, but I'm very intrigued with Kyler Murray because I know Kyler Murray can throw out of the pocket. He's just kind of short, and sometimes his passes might get blocked or whatever, but at the line of scrimmage, but he can make every throw. Kyler Murray got a cannon. People think Kyler Murray, because he's short, oh, he can't throw. That man can throw. That man can throw anywhere, bro. Let's just get ready for Aaron Rodgers, right? He just trying to one-up Favre. You know what? You know Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to have to probably have a discussion about Aaron Rodgers specifically. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a discussion about Aaron Rodgers specifically because I think that might be the thing, and just have J.J. McCarthy sit behind a legend one season and then go from there. That might be the thing, bro. You might be right. You might be onto something. JJ wasn't even good in college. His team was loaded. He can't do it alone like other quarterbacks. Well, I remember in that championship game, he wasn't bad, bro. Like the throws that he had to make, the scrambles that he had, the buy time with his feet, and to make clutch throws. He didn't make that many throws because he didn't have to because his run game was amazing. But he made some big time throws, in my opinion, when he had to make them. But the problem that we have, and I keep going back to it, I'm not sure if you just got on the live stream. You drafted a quarterback that wasn't slinging the ball around. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like he's a developmental quarterback that needs time to develop, and you got to give him you have to adjust to what he can do right now. Like, you can't just be like, all right, you didn't throw it 30, 40 times a game with Michigan. So when you're in the NFL, guess what? You're going to throw it 30 to 40 times a game. It's not going to work. You got to run the ball. And if you run the ball, he's great. Every quarterback is great playing off the run game. Let me just say that. But there's certain quarterbacks that they really need the run game. And they're amazing playing off of the run game. And he is amazing playing off of the run game. The Vikings, again, averaged 4.5 a carry between Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. And why didn't we run the ball? Because Kevin O'Connell said, like I said, there was a game, I forgot what game it was. Aaron Jones had back-to-back, like, great carries. I think it was like 30 yards and like 2 carries or something like that. It was like 20 yards on the first carry, and the next carry was like another 10, or it was like 2 first downs. But it was like crazy yardage, right? And for some reason, what does Kevin O'Connell do? Oh, we're going to throw a pass down the field. And guess what happens? INT. I'm not saying that's all on Kevin O'Connell, because the quarterback got to make these dang on throws. But why get away from something that's working? For instance, in the Super Bowl, perfect example. What did the Seahawks do? They said, hey, listen, Sam Darnold, this ain't the game to just air the ball out. We're going to need you to throw it when we need you to throw it, but we're going to run the ball with Walker. Listen, and the Patriots could not stop that run game. So what did the Seahawks do? They rushed the ball. I don't know how many times in the first half. Like I said, Walker had almost 100 rushing yards in the first half. That could never be the Vikings, because the Vikings don't rush the ball that many times. They don't rush the ball. Even if it's successful, we don't rush the ball with Kevin O'Connell as the head coach, as the play caller. So Darnold failed in Jets and Panthers. He still had good games. Fields, good games. or running the ball. He has shown very little passing capabilities. Y'all shall go trade for Mac Jones or Jimmy Garoppolo. How is Jimmy doing, man? What team is he on? Yeah, Mac Jones is the number one guy. A lot of people are talking about Mac Jones. But now that it's like, I think the 49ers are going to raise that price, and it's going to be a lot. Now y'all want Cousins back. Hey, listen, bro. That ain't me, bro. It makes sense, though. It does make sense, bro. But no, I don't want Kirk Cousins back like that, man. He was my quarterback, Captain Kirk, first cousin. I got a lot of respect for Kirk Cousins. But respectfully speaking, I'm trying to move on to another direction. You know what I mean? He said, let's just see if the Vikings unexpected is expected as of. Don't do that. Yo, expect the unexpected, baby. Expect the unexpected. That's a fact, bro. Guy said it. He said everything in just that one little sentence. What did he say? So let's just see what happens. The unexpected is expected as a Vikings fan. Shout out to Frank for that comment. That's so funny. That is so funny. Gonzalez is trash. One decent game. Oh, hold on now. You said Gonzalez is trash? Hey, listen, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I respect everybody's opinion, but I strongly disagree with you, bro. That man was shutting things down. If it wasn't for Gonzalez, the Seahawks would have been up pretty big at halftime. He stopped a touchdown pass, bro, in the end zone. He was doing his thing all game long, bro. Gonzalez was shutting things down for the most part. Everybody in the building, can I get 2 more likes? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. There's a lot of evil going on around the world. And I just want people to be able, whoa, that's a train. I just want people to feel comfortable, go on this channel, talk that talk, keep it PG-13, keep it PG in the comments. It's okay to agree to disagree with people in the comments. Just don't disrespect them for no reason. Everybody's entitled to have their own opinion. And also, we're going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And also, we're going live for some primetime games as well. So, Vikings, hold on. We not giving up. Y'all. Yeah, hey, listen, bro. I'm just saying, man, if you want to talk about Christian Darrisaw, I think you were talking about Christian Darrisaw. Gonzalez is the guy I want. Hey, listen, go get me Gonzalez. Mike put me on the bull. I said, oh, who is bull Gonzalez? Guy was shutting things down. Vikings must have thought going 14-2 was something normal. Hey, listen, it was 14-3 to be exact. But you're right. Go run around the track. Go around the track. Why? I can't. I'm a buck. Look at this track, man. You want me to run on this track so I can bust my behind, and then all y'all gonna be laughing on the live stream. How I'm supposed to run on this track, man? I'm gonna run on this track and bust my behind, bro. No, because then y'all gonna laugh at me. You heard about that bull, Mike Sports Vibes? Yeah, the Viking content creator, man. He was running around the track and he busted his behind. Y'all gonna start laughing. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Hey, defense and kicker. Facts, Mark. That's what I'm saying. People try to make it seem like defense. Like, listen, Tom Brady's the GOAT in my eyes when it comes to quarterbacks. But they make it seem like defense didn't have a good part for the first few Super Bowls. Bill Belichick needs some credit, man. Bill Belichick is an all-time great coach, man. Say what you want. Bill Belichick is an all-time great coach. You let me call Kraft? Hey, listen, man. Call Kraft, man. Kraft, man. Hey, listen, man. And if you're smart, Kraft, this is the move you want. But I want a little bit more, though. I want Gonzalez, and I want another first-round pick. Give me a first-round pick on top of that, bro. And I'll give you a second-round pick. You give me a second, I'll give you a second, and you give me a first in Gonzalez, and we got a deal, bro. We got a deal, bro. I'll let you have that, man. I'll let you have that, bro. Seattle Seahawks will win Super Bowl next year. They could. My family laid this burden on me. Hey, bro, I'm 35, bro. I'm 35. So I've been a Viking fan for 20 plus years, bro. And my whole thing is this, bro. As a Viking fan, I'm a proud Viking fan from PA. Think about this, y'all. I'm from PA, right? All my family members are Steelers fans. How many Super Bowls do the Steelers got, y'all? What, they got like 6 or 5? I think they got 6. How many Super Bowls do those Eagles have? In like 7 seasons, they got 2 Super Bowls. I am in enemy territory. I got my Viking gear on proudly. I don't care though. I represent my squad everywhere. But it's like, I've been to my first Viking game. I went to the Falcons game. That was pretty cool. I got Dante Culpepper's autograph. Met Dante Culpepper, my favorite quarterback in Minnesota Viking history. He's my favorite quarterback. That's when I started watching the Vikings with when they had Dante Culpepper. But yeah, man, I'm in enemy territory, bro. Like, all my family members are Eagles fans. They're like, you might as well just be an Eagle fan, Mike. The Vikings suck. The Vikings ain't good. They don't got no Super Bowls. This and that and the third. But prior to all that, I used to say, this is what I used to say to Eagle fans. We'll get our first Super Bowl before y'all get your first Super Bowl. And all of a sudden, they won that Super Bowl in 2017. I said, oh my gosh, bro. They beat us in the NFC Championship game. Y'all remember the Minneapolis Miracle with Diggs? We beat the Saints. We went against the dang on Eagles. I was talking heavy. I was like, yo, we going to beat the brakes off of y'all. I was talking heavy. And I remember I went to the car wash. I don't know. I went to the car wash. My car wasn't even really dirty, but I just went to the car wash just to clean my car, right? Just wasting time because I had nothing else to do. And all of a sudden, this dude had a mask on. It was a dog mask. And he had an Eagle jersey on. You know what that means, right? The dog mask means underdog. Because that's what the whole story was last season. Oh, we underdogs. Y'all, what, man, whatever, man. So I said, and when I seen that guy, he took the mask off, he started laughing. He said, you know what that means? I said, okay, we're going to see what happens. And yeah, I was talking crazy. I was talking crazy that year, man. I was like, we're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles. We're going to get our first Super Bowl, baby. Case Keenum, let's go. All of a sudden, the game started. I remember it like it was yesterday, y'all. We got that first touchdown, the first possession. The Minnesota Vikings went down the field. Eagles couldn't do nothing. Eagles defense was soft as bread. The Eagles defense was trash. Straight up trash. We went down the field, got the first touchdown. And know what happened right after that? My cousin, he's a Steelers fan. He was like, oh, y'all might got this. I said, I didn't even text him back. I said to myself, he probably jinxed my team. Why would you say that? Let the game be done before you text my phone saying anything about us winning this game. Don't text my phone till after the game. I didn't even text him back. I didn't even say that. I'm going to have to tell him the story because he doesn't even know. I didn't text him back. Because I said, I'm going to wait until the game is over before I say anything. And then all of a sudden, that's when everything went bad. Oh my gosh. Everything we did fell apart. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. Case Keenum was throwing pick sixes. Everything was bad. Everything. The run game, the defense, everything. I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to say to these Eagles? What am I going to say to my family members? Because I watched the game by myself. I wasn't watching it with nobody. I watched the game by myself because I didn't want to hear what they had to say at first. I know I'm going to have to hear from them. I don't want to hear it when it's happening right now. So I'm like, man, we started getting the brakes beat off of us. Case Keenum looked bad. And then Rick Spielman the following season said, I'm going to go sign Kirk Cousins. And Mike Zimmer was like, I don't want Kirk Cousins. In other words, we need other pieces. And that's when the Vikings fell apart. That's when the Vikings fell apart, bro. And on top of that, when Teddy Bridgewater got hurt too. But yeah, man. Woo! What a story. But shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate all y'all. I'm about to get off in a little bit. But God bless everybody. I feel like the Patriots won a game with Mac Jones where he throws one pass. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. My bad. Go get Herbert, Richardson, or Burrow if everything else worthless. I don't want Richardson. I like Justin Herbert. Listen, I probably will go for Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying that Joe Burrow isn't a better quarterback, but what you would have to give up to go get a Joe Burrow, it would be crazy. You have too many holes on the roster. You wouldn't have to give up 3 first-round picks for Justin Herbert. You might have to give up 2, though. I ain't going to lie. You still might have to give up 2. It just depends on what they do. They might have to give up J.J. McCarthy, a first-round pick, and maybe like a future second-round pick or something crazy like that. I don't know. But you won't have to give up like 3 first-round picks. Like, it's a guarantee. If you went to trade for Joe Burrow, you're giving up like 3 first-round picks. But was injured, and they always had injuries. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's PA, bro. Mike, how about this sign Rodgers for 1 year? He said sign Rodgers 1 year and trade for another backup and keep JJ. That will motivate J. You know what? I think that's a good idea, to be honest with you. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Shout out to my guy, Nate, in the building. Thank you so much. God bless to you, bro. He said, y'all not getting Joe Burrow. The first thing I read is that. Y'all not getting Joe Burrow. No matter what you give, you can give the entire team, and we ain't letting bro go. All right, thank you for the super chat, brother. But you never know. Hey, listen, brother. Listen, bro. You never know what can happen, brother, man. You never know what can happen. You know, things happen in the NFL that you don't expect, that you least suspect. Don't nobody know. Who's to say who knew that the Seahawks were going to win the Super Bowl this year? Nobody can tell me that they knew that. Nobody knew that the Patriots would get to the Super Bowl in their second year. Well, not in the second year, but with Drake May in his second year, only 23 years old. You know, anything can happen, my brother. But thank you again for the super chat. God bless to you. Appreciate it, my guy. Catch up in the comments. T-Bass, what's up, T-Bass? My boy Bob's in the building. I would take Murray as cheap backup option, but I wouldn't, and the Vikings can afford to take. Yes, we can't take his contract. I'm not taking his. I'm saying it's my money. We better not take his contract though. I hope we bring in Malik just so we can say what you talking about, Willis. What you talking about, Willis? Shout out to my mom, bro. Will never come to Minnesota. No, it's not happening. T.Y., what's good? I see you, T-Bass. I'm going to get to your comment. I am done with the quarterback. Yeah, you know what, man? We're going to have to, this is just the beginning, Bob. This quarterback stuff is going to be crazy. We're going to hear some crazy things, y'all. This is just the start. Now that the Super Bowl is officially over and Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl and he was our quarterback last season, we're going to be talking a lot about quarterback, man. It's going to be so many rumors. I think the Justin Herbert talk should be a little bit more hype. I would try to get Justin Herbert. If you're going to go big, go for him. But like I said, I still want to see what J.J. McCarthy can do. I'm not giving up on J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. McCarthy with the right coaching in a run game, I think he can be good. Mentor's defense won Michigan that game for sure. Yup. How about Jimmy G? He tanned, rested. he tanned, rested, and ready. I like when you say that. He said, what'd he say? He said, he's tanned, rested, and ready if JJ gets hurt. I would say Justin Jefferson get out of the contract and start building a superior offense and defensive line. Hey, listen, you're not the only one, T-Bass. I was trying to talk to my boy Marcus. If they want to make a trade for Justin Jefferson, go give me Gonzalez and give me a first round pick. We'll give you Justin Jefferson, and we'll give you a third or second. You could get Minshew and Garoppolo and have the hottest. That's what I said midseason TV. Look at what Seahawks got out of Russell Wilson trade. 3 All-Pros from the draft. Yeah. Seahawks got Witherspoon, Smith, Hall out of the trade. Yeah, you know what's crazy? You know, you're honestly, Mike been saying it. He's been saying it all season, pretty much. The thing about it, right? I don't see the Vikings doing it. Like, I get what you're saying, bro. But the Vikings, what they do with T-Bass, let's be honest. Do you think the Vikings would trade Justin Jefferson, the face of the franchise? Do you think they would do it and take a chance and try to get 2 to 3 first-round picks for him? I think if someone says 2 to 3 first-round picks, I'm picking up the phone. Real talk. And I'm a Justin Jefferson guy. But as Viking fans, T-Bass, you've been a Viking fan longer than me. Do you see the Vikings saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to calls for Justin Jefferson? No, bro. We know it's not going to happen unless Justin Jefferson requests a trade. And I think he will in 2026, but you won't get as much value. You'll get value, of course, because he's Justin Jefferson, but you could get way more value if you was to trade him prior to the 2026 NFL season. Not that I want to trade Justin Jefferson. I want to clarify that. But if you have no clue of what you're going to do at the quarterback position, he's going to request a trade anyway. I'm telling y'all. I understand he seemed like this nice guy. Oh, I believe in J.J. McCarthy. Next minute, he's talking about Sam Darnold. He reminiscing about, yeah, he knew the plays, and he's this and that and the third. So it's like he unfollowed J.J. McCarthy on Instagram. They unfollowed each other. Like, too much, man. Too much. So, Eddie Murphy Jr., Vikings need new owners who live in Minnesota and build outdoor stadium. Oh.
You gotta believe in JJ, dude.
Oh, thank you, Brent. Yes, we gotta believe in JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I agree. I agree, brother. Thank you for that. Yeah, everybody's giving up on him. So, but yeah, I agree with that. Vikings need new owners who live in Minnesota and build outdoor. You know, I think that was another thing about the Vikings. I wish the Vikings stayed outdoor. I think that was an advantage that the Vikings had. Didn't nobody want to come to Minnesota. And Murphy Jr. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't have even signed Murphy Jr. Like, I like Murphy, but I would have took my chances. I would have tried to just draft a cornerback instead of signing Murphy. Without Gonzalez, so he would have been a 40-plus yard deep ball. Yeah, Gonzalez is a beast, man. Let's go Vikes. Go to the bowl, baby. Mike, you see people saying the Vikings going for Joe Burrow. Hey, listen, bro. A lot of people is dreaming, bro. Brother, man, they dreaming. That don't mean it's going to happen. You know what I would want? I dream, let's get Patrick Mahomes. Let's get Josh Allen. Hey, you want to know my first on the list? You know, prior to Josh Allen re-signing with the Bills, I was telling Viking fans I would give up 2 first-round picks for him. And know what they told me? Some, not all. Some Viking fans were like, yo, why would we do that? Josh Allen's not even all that. I'm like, what? What am I watching? We must be watching 2 different things because Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. We must be watching 2 different things. But anyway, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm just saying, people were telling me Josh Allen wasn't all that. You know, you're definitely not going to get him if he wins the Super Bowl. So, yeah. Oh, he hasn't won a Super Bowl. Well, if he wins the Super Bowl with the Bills, he ain't never leaving the Bills, most likely. But yeah, I would love to get Joe Burrow, but that's not as realistic. That's not really realistic. I just know that that's like the big thing because he would be the perfect quarterback, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Joe Burrow would be the perfect quarterback for a Kevin O'Connell led offense. Like, his play calling would match Joe Burrow. Yeah. Just like when people would talk about Lamar Jackson doesn't match the type of offense that Kevin O'Connell has. It doesn't make sense. And the one thing we know about Kevin O'Connell is he doesn't adjust his play calling for anybody. So he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do that for Lamar Jackson. It wouldn't work. He'll have the same offense that he has now for Lamar Jackson. It doesn't make sense. I'm outside of Harrisburg. Girl, an Eagles fan. Oh, so you're a Viking fan too from PA? That's what's up, bro. Yeah, it's not many Viking fans from PA, bro. We're like, it's like a rarity, bro. And I'm like, I wear my stuff everywhere, man. I rock my jerseys. I rock my hat. My hat it's a giveaway. You know what I mean? I went into a store today, and the guy started laughing. I'm looking at him like, why are you laughing? But I forgot I had my Viking hat on. Oh, they was like, oh, your team. I'm like, yeah, man. I rep my team everywhere I go. I hit them with that all the time, man. I rep my team everywhere I go. It don't matter where I'm at. I rep them. How they the underdogs with, excuse me, with this team? Who y'all think the top 5 best owners in the league are? Kraft, Hurts, Rooney, Eagles owner. Whoever, honestly, because I'm from PA, bro, I think the Eagles owner is by far, like, definitely up there, man. He does whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes to win, the Eagles will do. They'll make trades. They make trades at the deadline, like, almost every year. Like, I got a lot of respect for the Eagles owner. But I'm in operation in yeah, I'm trying to listen, bro. I got my wife, she's a Viking fan. My oldest son, he's an Eagles fan though. Like, I don't understand it, man. I don't know what I did. I don't know why he would choose the Eagles over the Vikings. Like, I tried to persuade him to be a Viking fan, and he chose the Eagles. I don't know what happened. I think his grandpa must have got to him before I did. I don't know how that happened, but he's an Eagles fan. Like, why would you pick the Eagles over the Vikings? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. Burrow might be out of the league in a couple of years. But yeah, those injuries, that is true. If Cincy gives up Joe Burrow, I promise you. All right, let me catch up in the counts. I'm a little bit behind. I'm actually about to get off it a little bit, y'all. That turf toe he had was same injury and it hit prime times. Yeah. Mike for the own health, except that McCarthy is. Nah, man. I think McCarthy is okay, man. Like, I'm rocking with JJ McCarthy, but just because I'm rocking with him, he gonna have to prove it on that football field, bro. Vikings not outdoors makes no sense. At least have it be an open roof. Exactly, bro. Talk that talk, bro. That's a fact, bro. We are getting Burrow, like it or not. He said we getting Burrow, like it or not. Vikings can't afford Burrow's contract, and they can't afford to give up the draft capital for Burrow. In 2 phases of the game, they can't afford Burrow. You're going to be stuck with JJ in last place in the NFC North. Let me try to say it like he said it. So Daniel said this. Daniel Smith, I'm giving you a shout out, brother. Shout out to you, bro. Don't take this the wrong way. This is how you said it. This is how you said it. You're going to be stuck with JJ in last place in the NFC North. That's how you said it just now. Hey, listen, bro. And you're entitled to your own opinion, brother. I respectfully disagree. JJ McCarthy's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say that. Hold on. Let me take that back. I don't know if he's the real deal. I want him to be the real deal. I hope he proves everybody wrong. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. You are not getting Burrow. Cincy fans would not. You were right. Yeah, you got no choice. Oh, sign Kenneth Walker. You know, there's rumors about that too, bro. There's rumors about that. I would love Kenneth Walker. But this is the problem, Aiden. Would Kevin O'Connell run the ball? See, this is what we have as a problem, y'all. Viking fans. Every Viking fan that's on this chat, on this live stream. We can have Emmitt Smith. We can have LaDainian Tomlinson. We can have any of these top running backs. And guess what? It doesn't matter. Because we might not run the ball. Not after he carried them to the bowl along with the defense. Yep. Green Bay Packers and Bears owner are doing well. That's true. If y'all get Burrow, I'll immediately buy a Viking jersey in ecstasy. Mike, which NFC gutted you the most? The 09 Saints or the, oh my gosh. I can't stand both teams. I can't stand both teams. I'm gonna have to go Saints because that's the bounty gate. I can't stand the Saints at all. The Saints get on my nerves. I will always have a feel a way about the Saints. Brett Favre and that team with Adrian Peterson and Sidney Rice, Percy Harvin, that defense that we had, man, we would have won the Super Bowl that year. See, in 2017, I'm not saying we would have won the Super Bowl, but I think in that 09 run, I think the 09 run, we could have won that Super Bowl. I honestly feel like we could have won that Super Bowl. Hey, brother, RR4917, I had to take it back, bro. Don't come at me, bro. I had to take it back. He said, real day. I gotta get off this live stream. It's not leaving. Y'all funny, man. Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders and Kevin O'Connell will run it 12 times a game. Hey, listen, he probably would say, oh, you got some good running backs. I might just run it 5 times. That's it. J.J. McCarthy throw it about 50 times a game. I don't care how good your running back is. We're not letting you have the ball. Will either be franchised or signed back to NCAA. That's true. I think so too. Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold. I agree, Grizz. All right, y'all. I'm getting off. Have a wonderful day. And like I said, I go live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for some primetime games as well. And like I said again, man, everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. This is one YouTube family. Good vibes over bad vibes. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful day. Share, share, share. Peace out, y'all. Let me read a couple last comments. Vikings should have kept. Yep, that's the last comment. All right, y'all. Peace out, y'all.